Hello, sweet June 2010. Um, like I said, I'm gonna be coming on here, touching on a lot of subjects, trying to enlighten the YouTube community. The issues I think that are very important, I'm gonna talk about. A lot of other people are talking about on here, but I'm putting my 2 cents in. and I think today I'm gonna talk about blacks hating on whites, whites hating on blacks, racism. Um, it's this is a serious issue. This is the year 2011, and I can't even believe that there's still racism in this society. But it works both ways, it's um, blacks hate on whites, whites hate on black, and I think it's just crazy, you know. Um, we you know this is the year 2011, and nobody should be hating on anybody. The Bible says God is not partial. That means that He doesn't love one race of people over the other. So God is Jehovah God is our creator. So if He's not partial, then why are we partial? He's not being partial. Why are we being partial? So um, this issue is important to me personally because I just I want as a human being, I want to be respected as a human being, and I want to be I want people to look at me and see me as a human being and not look at me as a black woman. You know, I'm a human being first before I'm a black woman. And so, it's just ridiculous. And there's a lot of negative stereotypes associated with um, racism and, whites hating on blacks, blacks hating on whites. There's a lot of stereotypes associated with those things. And the Bible, like I said, the Bible said God is not partial. You can't, to white people out there, you can't go around thinking that you're better than black people, because you're not. Because we're all human, we're all imperfect. You can't think that you're better because you're white. You just can't think that. It's not um, logical to think that you're better. Um, Actually, this is my theory. When people have a superiority complex, it translates to low self-esteem. Because if you feel the need to feel like you're better than someone, if you feel the need to feel like you're better than somebody, then you must need to feel like you're better than someone to validate yourself, because you don't feel good about yourself. So in order to validate yourself, you need to uh, make yourself feel superior to someone else. Now that's my theory. I think it translates to low self-esteem, to having a low self-esteem. Ultimately, it does. Because if you feel good about yourself and you're confident about yourself, you love yourself, then you have no desire to try to put yourself above anybody. And sometimes in order for people to feel important, to feel good, they put themselves above other people. And that goes for black people and white people. And now there's a lot of if the shoe fits wear it. I know not all black people or white people, are hating on the other race. And if there's some, I've ran into some wonderful white people, and I know some nice white people, wonderful white people, and I know some wonderful black people. But then there's others that there it is an issue. You know, um, where you sometimes give a person of another race a hard time because they're black, or a black person may give a white person a hard time because they're white. It's just ridiculous. Um, Nobody's any better than anybody else, and because I'm black doesn't mean you're better than me. And because you're white, neither one of us are better than either one of us. You know, so all this hate on hate, this racism is through year 2011. People, get it together. You know, we shouldn't even be looking at race anymore. Black people have been here over 400 years. You know, my theory is should be used to white people should be used to us by now. They should be used to us by now. Hey, we've been here over 400 years. So, I mean, it's crazy. And then there's other races of people in this country. Me personally, myself, I love diversity. I think the different races of people are beautiful. And I love diversity. I went to had the wonderful opportunity of going to Los Angeles back in June, and I noticed that there's a lot of different types of people down there. And oh boy, I just loved it. And each section of town has, a race. Um, like there's East LA, mostly Hispanics, and there's Chinatown, and it's really interesting to. We went to Chinatown and had such a good time, and it's very interesting to see how the other cultures live and everything, and they were really nice to us and everything like that. And see, that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I love diversity. I think the different races of people are beautiful, and they are. There's beauty in every race. If we all can learn to come together, live together, help one another, you know, um, and stop hating on each other, nobody's any better than anybody else. White people aren't better than black people. Black people aren't better than white. Hispanics aren't better than us. We're not better than them. So on and so on and so on. Right now we're having a recession in this country, and pretty much we're all in the same boat. Because if the government, is talking about, I don't want to get into a lot of talks about politics, but, they're talking about, running out of money and all that. That's going to affect all of us. Regardless of what color you are, it's going to affect you. The foreclosure situation, that's affected people of all races. So you would think that things like that, we would learn to come together as a people. And guess what? Adam and Eve were the first two people on this earth. We are the descendants of Adam and Eve. So guess what, everybody? We're all brothers and sisters. But we're all different colors. So racism is stupid, people. It's stupid. We're all the same. We're all the same on the inside. We all bleed. We all got red blood. We're all the same. And ultimately, for spiritually speaking, from the biblical perspective, we're all brothers and sisters. So all this racism and hatred and everything, it just needs to stop, people. I mean, a white person that's racist or whatever, a black person could save your life one day, or vice versa. It's we got to stop the hatred. We got to stop the racism and the prejudice. Stop giving people a hard time because they're a different race. Because we're all the same ultimately. At the end of the day, we all want the same things in life. We all want to be happy. We all want to have a good job, a nice home, nice car, good health. Ultimately, we all want the same things at the end of the day, regardless of what race you are. We want the same things. So that's something that we all can relate to and we all have in common. So all this hatred and stuff needs to stop. Nobody nobody, no race of woman is better than the other race of women, and I get tired of that too, as I expressed in other I get tired of that too. We're all women. We're all the same. You judge a person by the content of their character as an individual, not based on their race. You can't compare them to someone else that you met in their race that maybe wasn't a nice person. That you judge that person as an individual. I hate that more than anything. Don't judge me. Don't judge me according to somebody else that may be my race. You judge me as an individual, and that's the way I see it. So people, white people, black people, Hispanic, we need to get together. Love one another. Stop the hatred. Because it's not good. Now that's my view on that. How about that? So this is Sweet June 2010. Get back at me because I'll be coming back with some more issues. Have a blessed day.